Who is the happiest man in all of England today? And there is only one right answer. No, it's not Sanket, it's not Charlie. In fact, it's not Klopp or it's Ten Hag. The happiest man in England is the man whose team did not play today. It's Arsenal
Arteta.
sitting on top of the table. Really pretty. Things look fantastic for them heading into a new week, wrapping up another scintillating week in the Premier League. So we are doing this right after Liverpool's trip to Old Trafford, the game that ended 2-2. Uh, Peak cinema, we have to say, as our title suggests, classic end-to-end Premier League action. And how does the table look before we get into the details of this game? Arsenal have played 31, so have Liverpool, and they are both at 71 points. Arsenal leading on goal difference. Unfortunately, Manchester United have nothing to do with title race at this point, but United being the typical petty rival that it should be has come out of nowhere to spoil it for Liverpool and a potential fairy tale ending for Klopp with a fantastic turnaround at Old Trafford. Charlie, thoughts on Liverpool's
Yeah,
performance today?
yeah. So yeah, Chris, thank you for the introduction. So see that today was a great disappointment for me, right? So by 30 minutes or 40 minutes or so, today we should have wrapped the whole game, to be honest. So as I was speaking before, Salah was literally an abomination. Like leave the penalty and such. If you like take like waving off path, if we take off the performances of Gerald Kwanzaa was Gerald Kwanzaa, like his performance was like off the peak today. His performance was great, but like apart from that like wrong pass that he gave to Bruno Fernandes, after which he hit that super goal, his performances were great. But unlike Gerald Kwanzaa, like Salah was his major disappointment. He should have finished sitters that he has finished in the last derbies or so. Okay, like the across passes that he like the crosses that he used to put were hit as goals in the derbies before. So Salah was a disappointment. Also, I didn't like Van Dijk. I didn't notice even Van Dijk in the game. What was even Van Dijk doing in the game? While he was to block off Hoyland and Bruno in the final third, he literally disappeared, and I didn't notice Van Dijk much in the game too. Uh, so like I don't know what to say. Like it was a major disappointment, but to me.
Cool.
But
I
I'd
think
like to hear,
let's Sanket.
yeah, Sanket.
I'm sure you would be the
Yeah, I think
happiest in this
the
quadrant at
quoting
least.
Jose Mourinho, you can keep the ball, we'll keep the 3 points. I think
Yeah,
we can both share the
Well,
one
you
point
didn't
each
keep the
here.
3 points. Yeah, one.
Yeah, I think I'm just quoting him. But yeah, I mean, genuinely, Liverpool were like banging on the door every now and then. I think they missed sitters. Like, I mean, like the first half,
exactly.
especially, right? I think it should have been. I was getting nightmares again for the 7-0. I still remember it vividly
Get you,
last season. So
get you.
I was like, yeah, what's happening here? Salah is hitting it off the crossbar towards the moon. Darwin Nunez is being Darwin Nunez. Odana saved a couple of good shots, but I think what saved us is individual brilliance, not the overall play. Like I didn't like the overall play from Manchester United; it was very disappointing. But some individual brilliance from Bruno and Kobe Manu, both the goals were outstanding. They were like, I mean, if you look at the XG now, the XG factor, nowhere
Yeah,
you'll get close than more than 1% on the XG factor. I mean, these guys, they're like 28 shots on us versus 9. It was not even a clean
Because
defensive performance as such. It was just, they're easily finding passes in the final third. Like every time there's an open play, or every time, we had. But I think Liverpool, being Liverpool, wasted their chances. No hard feelings
I
on that.
I actually agree with Sanket here in the sense that I think Liverpool's forward line overall was pretty poor. If you have 27 shots and you have just 7 on target, that tells you a story. Unfortunately, although I like the young generation of Liverpool that is coming on, man. Like Bradley is a good player that is coming
yeah.
on. There, I actually like is Connor Bradley English? Because if he
Yeah.
is, that's a good crop of English
No,
talent also coming in in the form of Kobe Mainu and Connor Bradley. Hopefully, going into the English side in the coming years. But uh, some of the Liverpool play was pretty fluid throughout the first half and the second half. Lots of pressure, waves of pressure, but unfortunately, that I felt a little of a deja vu sort of feeling, right? Like I'm watching a Barca match earlier in the season where everyone is trying to pass it to the other person, not being brave enough, not taking that
Yeah.
decisive touch to shoot on goal, and everyone just passing off the responsibility of shooting on target. And it was very frustrating to watch because, I want that fairy tale to happen
Yeah,
of
I can
the
see
whole.
where you're coming from, right? That one when Salah or Soboslai passed to Luis Diaz, where he was clear on goal. Then he passed over to
Yeah,
Darwin Nunez. Nunez again passed him back.
True.
I think until then they were playing rock and roll football. Achanak say they became Jurgen Klopp team until the final third. Once in the final third, they are becoming Pep Guardiola. They are trying to play
yeah,
too much tiki
Yeah.
taka over there,
So
yeah.
and
It was
a
like
lot
very
of these
frustrating,
transfers are
but
really good, man. Like,
on a day like this, we should have knocked Arsenal easily off the perch, right? Like it shouldn't have been even a factor. But Arsenal, having a humongous goal difference, seem to be at the top right now, unfortunately. But thank God Arsenal fans aren't in this episode. So as Dave was actually mentioning, to be honest, Jurgen Klopp was like furious regarding our middle third, right? Our midfield was non-existent for certain parts of the game. For certain parts of the game, he was literally shouting at Soboslai or Endo, like trying to pocket in the midfielders like Mainu and McTominay and Casemiro and all these midfielders, because the pass from the first third to the final third was coming from easily for the Manchester United players, from Van Bissaka, Beat, Maguire, or people. There was one, there were many hoof balls by Maguire and Van Bissaka, which were literally for which there was no resistance by Liverpool players. I mean, Soboslai gave some huge pockets of energy for like to give the overlapping runs for Bradley and Robertson, let's say in the game, but there wasn't any resistance in the midfield, and that's where we hugely failed. I think so.
I would like to post a question, Sanket. How frustrated
Yeah.
were you with the penalty, which gave Liverpool the equalizer?
I mean, at this moment, how the week has gone with the Chelsea match. I am pretty numb for that, but yeah, it's frustrating, man. But it was a clear penalty, anyways. I'm like, why do you do that on 83rd minute? I mean, this is what frustrating, right? I mean, every time I think they can't go any beyond, they always do. So
Yeah.
I was furious. I mean, until then, I was smiling. I'm like, yeah, come
Yeah.
on, Liverpool.
Yeah,
हो
it
गया
looked like
ये
classic snatch and grab from United at one point of time, right? Like when Kobe Mainu hit that beautiful goal, and it felt like, yeah,
Yeah,
okay, United are going to shut Liverpool down, and suddenly a
you are
penalty.
getting all the
I mean,
flashbacks from the
if
Fergie era. Yeah,
if it had happened after 80th minute, yes, but the minor goal came in like under 60 minutes. So you
Yeah.
always knew the United defense was going to buckle at some point before the full time. And let's not overlook the fact that even before the reckless challenge in the D box that led to the penalty, there were shouts for a possibly clear handball by Casemiro. So the VAR was going to check that play when the Stonewall penalty happened. So I don't think United have anything to complain there. If you look at the
we don't
90
have
minutes
anything
as
to
a
complain
whole,
there. The only thing to complain here is the defenders' capabilities, right? I mean, I don't know, Casemiro's could have been a close one, but I think we have seen that go either ways throughout the season and
yeah,
throughout every Premier League game. The point is, you're not holding your composure. Every time the ball is being cleared from all throughout the 90 minutes, every time you're clearing a ball, it's going to a Liverpool player. Every time. There's no cohesion there. This is what Manchester United fans like me are correct. There's no cohesion. I don't. I was telling Charlie earlier before this. I don't think we have even put 5 passes at a time together. To be honest, and there were individual brilliances that won us the match, and dumbness by of course the Liverpool's front three who are like completely forgot their shooting boots for some
Yeah.
reason. And this was same Liverpool was playing really good. Like I like Klopp because Liverpool is a hated for Manchester United fan, but I like Klopp because of how he plays, how his team plays. But yeah, I think we couldn't stitch 5 passes together. I mean, every time you're clearing, and this is not even like young players like Koi Manka or someone who has come in. This is like Casemiro's of the world, Bruno's of the world. I mean, look, You have the technical guide. I mean, this is something which is lacking in cohesion, right? The team is not gelled together. You don't know where your players are. On the other hand, look at Liverpool. They exactly know on which position their player is. They can just keep their head down and play there, and they'll find the player there. This is what training
So
does, and this is what is lacking.
So interesting to note here that even we had a discussion with Clasimiro a few months back, and he was also highlighting most of the same issues which Sanket is highlighting here about the issues in general play. But he marked it as a very coaching specific issue, right? Like, and I feel that tactical moves is somehow lost. It is very strange because Ten Hag at Ajax was this peak
I mean, you have
coach,
this
right?
philosophy of
Tactical coach.
passing triangles, right? Yeah, correct. You have this passing
Yeah.
triangles, right? And you don't see anything. And in some games, I've seen Manchester United, the midfield, I mean, like, there's a huge gap. Either everyone is up front, either everyone's at back. And who's at back? We have Maguire's and the world's of at back. Okay, we lack defenders, we lacked everything, but what's threatening is every time it's like okay, yaar, I mean like you miss 50%, 60%, 70%, not 100%. Even I have not seen a ball throughout the game which has been cleared and it's at least gone to a player of us. Again, they're coming at us and they're putting pressure back. So I think that was missing. I think individual brilliance, as usual, as have been the story for a very long time now, have been selling us. If not for the individuals to have been stepped up, if not again for like a world Bruno's to step up, I don't think so. This is a, I mean, as an overall play, this team is not gelling very well, and that's a really
Sanket,
concerning fact. Concerning fact.
I I have a question for you. We all know what Charlie and every Liverpool fan is going for. By the end of the season, they want to be the champions and send off club,
Champions.
uh, all that. What is United and you as a fan? You look forward. You're like 6 points off even the uh, Europa League, or I think UEL. You are right now in fifth, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, that would be in Champions League.
Sixth.
You're like 5, 6 points off there, and it's going to be a uphill battle even getting that. And Tottenham have a game in hand that they play today. Do you realistically feel that you can actually make it to top four?
No, I don't think so. Like, we can make it to top four. I think it was clear a while back. We were looking at making it top four. It could have been an option, but currently with the new owner, with Jim Ratcliffe coming in and some changes coming out, I just feel we should be out of Europe for a season. Let that hit the bank. Let that hit the let hit everyone. We can regroup and go back. This season, play the Champions League, and it was a disastrous season. I've never seen a more disastrous Champions League season from United. I mean, you can't come fourth in a group which has Copenhagen and I don't remember who other was. Correct. I mean, this was. I mean, I just feel it's good that one season stay out of Europe, get a reality check. You're not going to be Manchester United, and let's just trust the process. I mean, like Arsenal has trusted the process, right? Arsenal have been off for a while now, but yeah, they have been coming back really well. I don't. I'm like two minds on what Ten Hag is going to do, but yeah, really, realistically looking, I don't think so. This team is going to qualify even to the Europa League, and I don't think Europe is a good option because you're already struggling in the league. You have players injured every now and then. Let's just stick to the league first. Stick to the basics. If you can get it right, probably next season you can go forward. I think I can take a dent for this season.
Charlie,
Yeah.
your opinion on the immediate future of Liverpool? Do you see Liverpool making up and winning the league in the
Uh,
nearest future? Like, yeah, in the next few games.
okay, sentimentally put, I think we should win the league. As we all know, like we should give a fitting farewell for Klopp. Okay, but also like Sanket mentioned about Manchester United, I am in like two minds because Arsenal are a real threat this season, and they do have a really threatening goal defense. Like they have like 9 goals more than Liverpool, who like they sit in first place and we sit in second place, but they don't look like they are gonna give that goal defense very easily. They have been smashing teams left, right, and center by 2 goals and 3 goals every match. So that is what I'm keen at. Like it will be like a swat to the like a swat till the last day, a game like a fight till the last day. Okay, but I think again
Don't
like
forget City.
as it was. I'm sorry.
Don't forget City.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention now. Like we were battling against City like 2 or 3 seasons before, the fight went till the last day where we lost by a single point on the last day. Like I hope, I wish, I pray to the gods that this season doesn't go like the same way and we like wrap up the league like at least a couple of games before. And I hope Arsenal bottle and some game. So they have the North London derby coming up, right? I hope like Heung Min Song hits up a hat trick and then the gods save us. So that's what I'm hoping for, to be honest. So like apart from the league, like I don't know. Let's see our luck in the Europa League where Leverkusen are up. I don't think Xabi Alonso is going to lose a single game in this season. I think he is like set. I think he's set. Like and he's promised to. I think he has given a promise to his wife that he's not gonna lose a single game this season. And I think it's something. It's anniversary promise or something like that. Let's keep it like that. So
Oh
yeah, that's
yeah,
what I'm worried about. Yeah.
Man, they
yeah.
are
I
playing
don't think
amazing. Leverkusen.
I don't think Liverpool are losing that game though. Like that's Europe in Anfield. That atmosphere might just be a little bit too much for
No,
this
I think it's going to be in the final when
Leverkusen
they
side.
meet,
But
right? I think
Yeah. It's
it's
going to
not
be the
going to be
final.
in Liverpool.
acha,
It's not going
final.
to be Anfield. So
Right.
as for the fixtures, if they win all the games, then it's going to be Bayern and Liverpool. Bayern Leverkusen and Liverpool in the
Leverkusen and
final.
Liverpool.
And Leverkusen playing some amazing football, man, especially with the fullbacks,
Yeah,
Grimaldo
like
and the other one.
they literally play like Ten Hag's Ajax in the 18-19 Champions League, right? They're very fluid,
They're
they're very
better than that. I
tactical.
think it's not all fluid. It's like a mixture of what you see on Pep and Klopp. It's a mix of
Yeah,
like modern football, and they don't play short passes. They play proper direct football. I think
yeah.
that's so smart.
Like I saw a couple of games they play against the Eintracht Frankfurt and I think against Stuttgart. I didn't literally see more than five hoof balls or five through balls in the entire match. All the balls were played in the center of the pitch. All the balls were ground balls from the center attacking midfielder to the striker, and everything was set up so beautifully and tactically. I think I like that part of Xabi Alonso's game, and that's gonna be like if the final like is destined to be where Leverkusen is Liverpool. I think it's going to be a hell of a game, and I don't like we can't be very so sure or very adamant that
That's
Liverpool
true.
being the team
Anything
that we
can
are. Yeah,
happen
Correct.
in
And
one of
one
these
point I'll
games.
have to
yeah.
mention here. I think Charlie, you should accept we have already spoiled your treble hopes.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I don't wish to comment on trebles and quads right now. So,
Uh, no, I
yeah,
am still pushing for a Liverpool PL victory at least. I think that
Yeah,
would
yeah,
be. See, football is made beautiful with stories, and
that's true.
Liverpool win in the PL at the
Yeah,
end of Klopp's reign. It's a nice farewell, and it would
even
be
more
sad
than
if
that,
it
you know,
does
the
not
last
happen.
time, even more
Yeah,
than
it
that,
will
you
be
know, the
sad if
last
it
time they
does
have
not
won
happen.
was
Yeah. Go ahead,
last
Sanket.
Premier League, the one Premier League they have won, right? It was not with the full
Yeah,
crowd, it was in COVID. I mean, it was
yeah.
lovely
yeah,
to see the
Unfortunately,
Anfield erupt when
I
Klopp
yeah,
yeah,
is walking off. Anfield is first, and the fans are seeing it live. The trophy people are lifting. I think
yeah,
that's going to be some atmosphere, and that's
yeah,
never happened in Liverpool history for a long time now.
yeah.
I just
Mr.
want
It
to
Rivals
say
fight.
Yeah, it
I
will be
think we are all,
fun to watch that.
I'm happy with either Liverpool or Arsenal taking it home. Arsenal, they have earned this the way they
Not
have played the last two seasons.
not
And
Arsenal.
Liverpool,
I
of
think
course,
all
yeah,
is
three
Klopp's
three
fan.
of
Liverpool
us
have,
only
yeah,
all three of us are going to disagree with you there, Chris, not
yeah.
Arsenal.
Exactly.
Let Liverpool
Please,
take it,
yeah,
it's
this
fine.
yeah,
Liverpool have been playing the same for the last 10 years, bro. Like 10 years,
Yeah,
Man
and
City have
I
been
think
Premier League.
and I think there will be some justice to that as well. Like as Sanket was just about to mention, I think Liverpool has any other era, this Liverpool team would have won at least a couple of more PLs. It's just City with flexing their oil money, really, just completely
whitewashing the
outplay
league.
whitewashing. Yeah.
Yeah,
There are a lot of FFP charges there. I'm not going to get into that. I will not get into the politics of that really.
yeah.
But yeah,
If I
you
speak,
cannot.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
So,
so it will be nice sort of poetic justice for Liverpool to
Yeah.
take the title
Uh,
home this time
they,
around.
Dev, it's not even about it's about poetic justice. It's not even about like the Liverpool players and the Liverpool people of Liverpool. Oh, Klopp a Premier League victory and a Premier League trophy in his farewell, right? I see it even more than that. The sport of football owes a trophy or Premier League trophy to Klopp for what he has done to the sport as a whole, and in terms of providing
Already
entertainment,
has a
in
top.
terms of
I mean,
sorry,
the transitional play has seen. He's like, the gegen pressing and the transitional play is like the best chance you have is when you can win the ball on the
yeah,
opposition's half and then transition. I mean, they have played beautifully. That the way also we have seen it. They're unrelentless. They're not
yes,
looking to stop. They're not really rotate around. They're like, I am going to hit you. I'm going to hit you hard. I'm going to hit you 100 times. You will not hit. You'll not. You'll defend me 99 times. I hit that one goal. And
See,
that's I think.
yeah, I think I and Krista as Barca fans will just agree on one thing. Like after Klopp has his well-deserved sabbatical in a year or so, I hope we see
Mission
him at the Camp
2025.
Nou.
Barca.
Yeah, I hope we see him at the new Camp Nou, training
Yeah.
these very young kids which are coming in. It would be amazing to watch that Barca
That will be
under Klopp.
scary, so I'll be wary. I hope Johan Laporta's process
Uh,
don't go beyond
but
for
we all
that.
know Laporta is gonna hire somebody because
Yeah,
they're
He's going to
Spanish.
do some
I don't
financial
think he'll go
engineering
for
on the Excel
yeah.
sheets.
No, it's actually a fight between Barca and Liverpool for Ruben Amorim, the Sporting CB manager, right?
Correct.
Yeah, both Joan
It's
Laporta,
a
Michael
20
Edwards.
million. Yeah, it's a 20
Yeah,
million clause. I don't think so. Barca can afford
yeah,
it at this point.
uh,
Barca
yeah.
have to sell more grass
But
of their stadium.
Barca, Barca are paying Oriol Romeo's transfer fee in installments, as far as I've heard. So I don't think they're going to pay 20 million for Ruben Amorim also.
And that is all we have in this edition
Broke
of.
me. It's like broke person buying an iPhone on EMIs.
Let end the stream. End the
Yeah.
stream. That's it.
Thank
We
you.
conclude.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. 2-2 Liverpool, Manchester United, big cinema at Old Trafford. We'll come back again next week. We are pretty sure this is one of those title races that is going to go down the line, as Ravi Shastri would say. Stay tuned. Subscribe to Sports Entertainment Weekly if you haven't already done so, as we cover the Premier League journey, not to mention the exciting midweek Champions League games. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Charlie, Sanket, Dave. Have a great week.
Thank you, man.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.